Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Do-do-do-do-do. I need to open this chat, man. And we can do our thing, you know. Well, let me get that open. Open sesame. Alright, cool. I got that open. That's sick. Okay, and what else do I want here? I wanna let the people know, right? I'm gonna post this on Twitter. I'm gonna post this on Telegram. Robert, hey dude, first guy in here. Let's freaking go. Let's go, man. Lavis, hey again. Just getting things started over here. Bear with me, man. Just want to let people know on kind of Twitter and Telegram and Discord and all these other places. Watching the Capcom presentation. Cool. Let's paste that. Linux. Not Linux. Links. Hey dude. Farrett my man. Just posting this in a few places, letting the people know, you know. This starts in like 30 minutes, so we got plenty of time to just sort of hang out first before we see what Capcom has for us. Just cool. Let me get a sip of my water, man. Let me get a little sip of my water. Let me acquire the suit of concentrated fur. Oh, that is backwards. That's gonna cry. Uncomfortable sensation on my face. Your mouth burn. What happened, dude? What happened? Screw it. I'm trying to put on the, you know, like the balaclava thing, but it's just like, bruh, just in my face. Oh god, that's better. Okay, so I believe, and I do like to believe, you know, that if I press this button right here, aha, there I am, there you are. It's all happening. It's all happening, and then I can plunk you guys being the chat, the chatty watty. I can put you guys right here. That's great. Cool. Cool. How's everyone doing? What's happening out there in your land? I'm personally just gonna, you know, should I get the pause? I don't know if I'm gonna get the pause. But maybe the pause should make appearances more frequently. Sometimes I just like, I don't know, man. I don't know about the pause. Tons of pepper on your chips. That it burns, so you're chugging the Lucozade, previously known as Glucozade, proud export of Newcastle upon Tyne. Lucozade. Incredible invention. You know, like the OG glucose replacement drink, you know. Incredible stuff. I think you should get I will get the paws, huh? I will acquire the paws. They're just over here. I can just go get them. It's not an issue. And I'm sure you can still hear me, as the paws are acquired. As the paws get got. The paws are here. A dog is streaming. No, Val, you're gonna stick around with us. You're gonna stick around with us, man. I can't remember what this show's actually. I'm kind of interested in the idea of Monster Hunter Wilds. Whether I play it or not will be another matter. I mean, dude, honestly, the Lucozade to chug it down, that's quite a as we were saying, a glucosey drink. It might be best to get the water. Although always when you're stuff like that, when your mouth's burning and stuff like that, milk's always meant to be pretty good. Milk's always meant to be pretty good as an option. I am interested in the idea of Monster Hunter Wilds, but it's kind of like I personally think Monster Hunter playing it alone is not fun. Like for me, Monster Hunter is like a raidy game, you know, where you have like your party and you coordinate and you do, you know, all this crazy cool stuff together. And I used to have fun with Monster Hunter on the PSP. Used to play Monster Hunter on the PSP, and that was a vibe. You know, it'd kind of be a bunch of us sitting around, and we were playing Monster Hunter on the PSP. And it was a real fun time. And then really, like, beyond that, I've never really been able to, like, recreate those times and, like, have a group of people to play with. Like for a second, we were doing it on the Wii. You know, like, Monster Hunter Tri, for, like, a second we were doing it on the Wii. And then I think they re-released that on the 3DS, and I was like, good, so we get for the 3DS, and no one did. And then, I missed out on World, though I knew a bunch of people were playing on the PC together, but I wasn't PCing then. I mean, I barely am now. And yeah, I know there's been a recent one on the Switch, and again, we tried that for like a minute, but I never really kind of got a people's together. You down the chips in vinegar. Oh. Okay. You've pre-ordered Monster Hunter Wilds, but now you're nervous if my device isn't strong enough to handle it. Dude, I think you can, like, they usually do, like, wasn't there, like, even, like, a beta or something? You'll be able to test it, dude, because you want to make sure you can test it before you, like, pay down, like, you put down hard cash for that. But yeah, I'm kind of interested in the idea of Wilds, but I don't think it's got crossplay, which is, like, a big bummer. And I'd probably be playing it on PlayStation. And then to find someone else playing on the... You know, it just feels like it's not going to happen. I don't know. But I know they're meant to kind of talk about Azure games on this presentation as well. And I'm going to talk about other games on this presentation as well. I'm going to kind of look it up. Capcom Showcase. Ah, we're getting a bit closer to the showtime. Cool. No, it's called Capcom Spotlight. Why am I Googling Showcase? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, I know they've got, like, a huge look on Monster Hunter here specifically, because that's out, like, super soon. That comes out crazy soon. But there's other stuff that they're showing. They're said they're going to show some stuff for the new Onimusha, which I'm really excited about, because those games were, like, super fun on the PS2. So there's a new Onimusha. We saw that revealed when we did the Fursuit stream for the Game Awards back in December, and they showed Onimusha, and that was one of the moments where I was just like, whoa. It's one of the moments where I was just like, alright, cool, let's go. It was just like a tiny snip of gameplay, so more of whatever they show here is going to be very welcome from me, at the very least. They're showing some of... Now, I've recently, you know, every so often on the streams, I'm playing a bit of the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting collection, but they've got another fighting collection coming out called Capcom Fighting Collection number 2, because they put out one a while ago with kind of some lesser known sort of titles on. And Actually, dude, I better make sure before we kind of really get going here that we get our... This chat filter thing annoys me. I want to put it on all messages so we don't miss anything. Yeah, they're showing this Capcom Fighting Collection 2. They had a Fighting Collection 1, which had some, like, lesser known, you know, sort of like just not all your Street Fighters and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It had, like, Darkstalkers on and, like, Red Earth and you know, a bunch of other stuff. And... yeah, and so they've got this Capcom Collection 2 coming out. I can't eat this anymore else I'll perish. Then call it tap out, Val. Tap out, man. It's gonna cause you grief. Tap out, dude. But they've got this other Capcom Fighting Collection they're gonna show today. And that's got Capcom vs. SNK on, which is sick. It's got Capcom vs. SNK 2, which is even more sick. And it's got Power Stone 2, which is like super cool. It's got the second Rival Schools going on, I believe, Project Justice. I don't know if it's got like Star Gladiator 2 on or something as well. Like I know it's got a bunch of 3D games. It's definitely got Power Stone 2, which to like start playing some Power Stone 2, some people will just be like, vibe. You got the fish backup. Let's go, man. Let's go. We got the fish. Dude, I haven't had fish in a hot minute. And I am a fan of fish. I might get some fish to kind of like... My freezer, I don't really have anything in the freezer at the moment. It's just kind of like that, like... you know, like quick go-to meal. Like some like frozen fish or like some other stuff and things like that. I might stock up on some things like that for tomorrow because they super come in clutch. So I think I'm gonna add... actually, dude, I'm gonna literally add that to the shopping list right now, man. I'm gonna add that to the shopping list like this exact moment while it's in my head, which exists on my Google Calendar, so it's all there. I'm gonna add that on for tomorrow. I'm gonna add... oh, it's getting quite long. Fish and stuff. Sick. Yeah, I'm playing Power Stone online. I'll be like super Dreamcasting vibey. I kind of want to see what else is on this Capcom Fighting Collection DOS. Zapdos. What else they got in there? They got Plasma Sword. Yeah, so Plasma Sword is Star Gladiator 2. Yeah, Dreamcast game, Star Gladiator 2. So they got Plasma Sword there. It's got... oh, you get both Power Stones. Sick. Capcom vs. SNK. Capcom vs. SNK 2. Project Justice. Yeah, that's Rival Schools 2. I never played that. I've played that like, you know, for like a second. The game I was playing a lot of was Rival Schools. But, you know, I'm sure Rival Schools 2 is like sick. I'm sure I'll have fun with that. We've got... oh, we got Street Fighter vs. Alpha. We got Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper. Okay, that's kind of wild. That's really kind of wild. Because which version's Upper? Bro, which version is Upper? That's like an arcade version, right? With extra characters. That's like the final one we got, right? Yeah, Upper's the final version of the arcade. Okay, cool. And it's also got in this collection. Also getting Capcom Fighting Evolution. Which is like a game that sucks. Which is a game that's like not great. But that'll be kind of super fun to revisit, I guess. It's a really lazy game. Capcom Fighting Evolution is a really lazy game. It's like one of those games where you've just got like a bunch of characters from different Capcom properties. Like you've got like Street Fighter characters, Darkstalker characters, Red Earth characters, a couple of goofy original characters, right? It's predominantly like a Street Fighter crossover game, though, of like crossing over, I guess, kind of like the three major Street Fighter properties that existed in the early 2000s, which were quite distinct, right? So like characters from 2, Alpha, and 3. So they're kind of all series within themselves. And then you chuck in some Darkstalker and Red Earth and some other crap in there as well. But it's like it's very much just actually just chucking those characters in. Like just complete like asset dropping those characters in of just like reusing the sprites and stuff, and it's kind of sucks. But it'll be kind of interesting to revisit that and be like, oh hey, what kind of is up with that. So I'm excited for that collection. That's out like, I mean they didn't give a date for that yet. It's still 2025, but I'm guessing we're gonna get a date for that as it's shown off today. There's also said that the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection is going to be there as well. So that's like the 4th game. So it's like we're looking at Monster Hunter, we're looking at New Onimusha, we're looking at the Fighting Collection 2, but they've also said the frickin' Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collections. I mean that game released in like September or whatever. We picked it up when they put the disc out in November. So I don't really know why that's going to be there again. Because I struggle to think of like... Unless now this would be wild. This would be absolutely wild. But I don't like foresee this being a thing. This would just be crazy. Is if they frickin' like added in other Marvel Capcom games, like some of the X-Men games or whatever, like the X-Men like Capcom games, which came out on like Super Nintendo or whatever. Like if it's just like, oh yeah, and like now they're in the collection, but that would be crazy. Bro, that is loud. Okay, you guys are gonna have to tell me the situation on the frickin' volume here. Okay, so you guys keep me update on the 1s and the 2s here. If you can hear that, you can whatever, you kind of let me know what's going on over there. Okay, Beagle, my man, Red, we're in here. We're watching this Capcom spotlight thing because I like Capcom games. I think Capcom for me are one of those studios where especially this kind of like renaissance of Capcom we're in right now is a bit quiet. Okay, so I'm gonna up that a little bit, man. And you just keep me in the loop, dude. You just keep me in the loop, okay? Because I want to make sure we can hear me and also hear the Capcominess. It was too loud, but I turned it down too much. Okay, so right now, let me know if we want to go up a little bit, if we want to keep chilling into this right now, or if we want to go down a little bit. You just let me know, man. I could just tell when that came in, it would just be like booming. I could tell that would just be absolutely booming. From one cut to I know, man, I know. But we're just vibing here, so it's kind of like whatever. If we're being honest, like kind of like this year right now is sort of just it's just sort of an excuse to like hang out and talk and whatever and all that sort of thing. Go up a little bit. Yeah, you do have to love the counter to the counter. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Oh. Oh. Okay, they're just randomly showing Capcom products. How's that for you, my man? Is that cool? That feels like maybe that's kind of reasonable. Good for now. Good for now. Look at all these products. These Capcom products. Thank you, Capsule
Computers.
Computers.
Come to share with you news that's bleak but sadly
okay,
true.
this right here is going to give us good indication of the volume.
Spreading darkness endless nights.
This could get us good information of the body.
The environment's changing and the monster population's taken a nosedive.
Blackgrass. Rampaging
Yeah, man, what was I
monsters.
gonna say?
What do you know of this corruption?
Yeah, no, like, you know, the reason I want to watch this is, I mean, it's like
This
twofold.
so-called black mist is actually the Black Blight.
I think it's just kind of an
Most
excuse
likely be a
to
blighted monster nearby too.
do some of the fursuity stuff and just like sitting back and chatting
Do we
and
know what the blight is or why it's
reacting
eating
to
away at the
something. And I
world?
think
No.
kind of like that
We know that it attacked
that-
our home.
that live
must be destroyed.
element of a show. At least for me, I always kind of find like
Kinship
fun,
stone
and I always kind
commands
of
the
find
might
it
to
like
purify
exciting,
us
you know.
from Black Blight.
Even though these are like sort of like pre-recorded things that are just like streaming out to us. I don't know. For me, there's a little bit of fun in that. Yes, have some advertising before the advertisement. I mean, presentation. Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing. Yeah, parents are all just tuning into a long freaking advert. Exactly
Hunters
that.
and riders.
Exactly.
Like,
Dude, it's like
they both
I'm a
respect
mark.
and
I'm
live
an
with
idiot. You know, I'm just a
monsters. They're the
complete
same
mark.
that
I'm
way.
like, they're like, oh, tune in at this time to watch adverts, and I'm like, sign me up, man. I'm like,
I want to help my friends.
I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready to be
Right
sold
now,
to.
Evil is growing in power.
Where do I pay? Which I shouldn't be doing at the moment because the money situation is a little bit odd at the moment. So, I mean, it's all good. I just mean that, like, you know, disposably buying a bunch of games like it's
You
not
can
for
use
this.
it
It's
to stop the
not
blight.
exactly the move at the moment.
But I'm
Anyway,
curious about this kinship
as I was
with
trying to say,
monsters stuff.
kind of
So I
like
was hoping you
twofold
could
main
show
reasons
everyone
for
what
sort of
it
like
means
doing
to
this
be
and
a
hanging
rider.
out right now is number one, it's just like a cool sort of excuse. Hang out, watch something kind of lively together, and yap away, and all that sort of thing. The other reason is I do like Capcom, and I do have respect for Capcom, and I've always kind of been like a Capcom guy. When you've gone back and you're like growing up in the arcades and playing like a lot of these cabinets and stuff, of like, you know, like playing MVC2, or, you know, playing like Third Strike or whatever, you know. And the non-fighting game stuff as well, you know. And then stuff on consoles, like playing Resident Evil, you know, playing Dino Crisis, playing Onimusha or whatever. And you know, I've always been like a big Capcom guy. And obviously they fell off, like kind of everything does at sort of a point. But I think that this like modern era of Capcom we're in like,
The exalted one's
you know,
awakening is
when they
simply the first
they
step
did
towards
the
birth
when they developed
of
the
a
RE
brand new
engine,
world.
and they released
Everything
Resident Evil 7, you know, and they were like kind of like, let's try and make something really good, really high quality. And I really think that all of the games that have like come since there in the sort of like RE engine era, there's been like a lot of real bangers, which have been like, you know, like commercial and critical successes. There's been some really good stuff in there, like the Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil games have been sick, you know. The reboots, like the remakes that they've been doing and chucking out, like in between those new games. Nice, they've been great as well. Like that Resident Evil 2 remake, and I think at this point that game sold like 20 million or something. I know it's gonna include like stuff that's been on like, you know, times where it's been on sales and stuff like that. It's like, it's kind of wild. And like even like the smaller games have been released like during this sort of era of like, you know, like the new Ghost and Goblins or, you know, stuff like that. I found to be like super fun. And they're taking the re-releases really seriously as well, and kind of like the game preservation of like getting these cool collections out and getting them out on like printing them on discs as well. And it seems now at like kind of the pace that they're doing these and the titles they're putting on them, it's kind of like nothing's off limit, and it's kind of just like, hey, it's just like a matter of time before you get this thing or you get this thing. And also with the success of some of those like collections and partnerships and seasons or whatever, it feels like a matter of time before we get like a brand new Capcom versus SNK, or we get a new Marvel or whatever. It kind of just feels like a matter of when now and not if. And that'll be something of like a high quality, and not when stuff sort of like fall off towards the end of that you know, fighting game revival that started in like 08 with Street Fighter 4, but then it started to get You know, we got Street Fighter 4, which was sick. We got like Marvel 3, which was sick. But then it's sort of like it got greedy and it got weird, and we started to get things like, you know, Marvel Infinite, which was just like, and you know, Street Fighter 5, which was just such a pathetic launch. You know, and obviously it fought its way back and it became something, but it's like, and you know, there's kind of, you know, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which was like sad, you know. We kind of like bounced back from that, and now the fighting games that we do put out are of real high quality. So when we do get to Marvel 4 or whatever they call it, or we get to, you know, a new Darkstalker, I mean, that's kind of a crazy thing to say. We get to some of this other stuff, there's kind of like a faith in there being like a level of quality there or whatever. It's a good update, Val. We're decreasing. You know that like pain chart where it's got like the goofy faces and you circle them? At least you're moving down the faces, you know? At least you're moving down the faces. The pain reduction. And then Monster Hunter's obviously become like just such a wider audience as well. Like you look at these like, is this Monster Hunter Animal Crossing with like gem matching game in it? What am I even looking at? You know, there's like loads of stuff like that. But yeah, like I do think Capcom just like put out stuff, and I do appreciate that they also do kind of take the time to try and make new things that have that kind of like Capcom flavor to them. You know, I think something like Exo Primal maybe went too in the wrong direction because they went so like live servicey with it. But I think even things like, you know, Kunitsigami, which I still need to defeat the last boss in that game, but like playing that is it just feels really Capcom-y. It feels like I'm playing like a PS2 game. It feels like I'm playing something that like came out in between like Onimusha and Okami and God Hand or whatever. So I really appreciate that, like, you know, they'll take these like smaller projects and whatever and make something that's like distinctly like new IP, something different, Capcom feel. I like that, man. Yeah, this is like their Monster Hunter Pokemon Go thing. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Dude, I used to like Pokemon Go. I used to like hammer on that. Like I used to go to the things, man. Like I've been to 2 of the Go Fests, and I've been to like a couple of the Safari zones because if they were like, I mean, the last Go Fest was like, it was literally in Madrid. It was like in my park, you know, so that one was like super accessible. But like, I went to Go Fest in Berlin, you know, like I was kind of maybe going to Germany at that time, and it kind of pushed me over the edge, or I could kind of like combine this trip and also go to Go Fest and whatever.
Also, don't forget to check these hit titles from last year.
You know, dude, I didn't play that frickin' Dead Rising remake. I'd like to play that eventually, but I don't think I'm gonna drop money for it. I think just like when they chuck it on Game Pass or they chuck it on PlayStation Plus, I'd really like to check it out. But dude, there's only so much time and so much money and so much whatever, you know. Oh, are we going? I think we're going. Okay, let's go. Let's freaking go. Hello, Capsule Computers.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Capcom Spotlight.
Hi.
We'll be showing off soon-to-release titles and games releasing later down the line.
Oh, we don't need these goofy...
Now, for our first piece of exciting news.
They're subtitling, they've got like embedded subtitles. We don't need that.
A fascinating Kunoichi dances onto the stage.
We don't need that.
All right.
Oh, this is, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, like the SNK stuff. They got like Mia in that.
Legendary
so
Fatal
cool.
Fury series character
It's
Mai
cool.
Shiranui joins the roster as the second guest character for Street Fighter 6 on February 5th, PST.
So cool. That's tomorrow.
Mai is a speedy character who bedazzles opponents with agile movements, tricky projectiles, and quick attacks.
There's like a lot of love and like the new like Mark of the Wolves game. Putting like Street Fighter dudes in there. There's like a lot of love connected in that. So SNK Capcom guys, I just think that's so cool.
And releasing
Say hello
simultaneously
to me.
celebrate the occasion with the Say Hello to My Fighting Pass. Unlock customization items related to My and SNK's Fatal Fury series.
Here comes a new challenger.
The final character for Year 2, Elena, will be next to join the
Bit of
fight.
Street Fighter 3 representation, got some Elena in there.
Capoeira martial arts are sure to shake up the streets. Stay tuned for even more exciting
Dude, the
details
new
about
Bison
Street
looks
Fighter
pretty
6.
cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
Nipponichi!
Capcom Cup 11 will be the
No,
battleground
it's
where
like
the
basically
title of
Val.
best
It's like
Street
it's
Fighter
like
6
they
players
bring
decided.
they don't bring out a new fully fledged Street Fighter game
Preliminary
every so
tournaments held
often.
across the globe in
Like
Capcom
there's,
Pro Tour
I mean, Street Fighter
2024
1's like a
provided the
different kind of
stage for
thing.
48 fighters
So
who
it's
fought
like
their way to the
Street Fighter
top
2,
for the
Street
chance
Fighter
of a
Alpha,
lifetime.
Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4,
And for the
Street Fighter
second year
5,
in a
Street
row,
Fighter
they'll be
6.
fighting for a
They're
grand
like
prize
they're
of
kind of
$1
like
million.
independent sub-series,
On
and
top
they
of that,
you know
the
they'll
top 3 teams from
they do a
battles
bunch of
carried out
revisions.
across
I mean, they
Japan,
do less so
the US,
now
and
because
Europe
now obviously
will
like
battle it out in the
DLCs
official
and
Team League
seasons, right?
tournament.
But before we had like
Street
you know
Fighter League
seasons and
World
stuff like that that you
Championship
download,
2024,
it'd be like
taking
Street
place
Fighter 2,
alongside
and now it's like
Capcom
Super Street
Cup
Fighter
11.
2, and now it's like Street Fighter 2
And for the
Hyper
first time in
Championship, and they
Capcom
like
Cup
they
history,
kind of go through all
the
these
stage
revisions
for these
and
battles
stuff.
will be the home of
Exactly.
Japanese Street
There's
Fighter
like 8
tournament
versions
history.
of each of them.
Neo
Yeah, like
Goku
Street Fighter 4,
Kokurikan.
there's so many.
The battle
Because
to
like that
determine
was
the
like
best
still
of the
in the
best
like some of those you
begins
could
March
download,
5th.
you know.
All
Because
matches
we
will
went
be
like Street
streamed
Fighter 4, Super Street
worldwide
Fighter 4,
on YouTube and Twitch.
Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition,
Tickets are
Street
also
Fighter
now available
Ultra
for
Street
purchase
Fighter
to
4, went
watch
through
the
like all these
matches in
different kind
person.
of revisions and whatever.
Expect
And
plenty
that
of
kind of
fierce
like
battles and tense drama for
stopped
Street
with
Fighter
like
6's
5 and
first
6
World
because
Championship
you have
at
these
the
like
Neo
seasons
Goku
now.
Kokurikan.
But it's
So
always
be
kind
sure
of been
to
like
secure
that,
your seat
and I mean
and experience
Capcom
the
have been
excitement
like
for yourself.
predatory with that before,
Find more
of
details
basically
on the
just getting you to buy the
Capcom
same
Cup
game
11
over and over and
official
over.
site.
And when that stuff was happening again in the like the modern
A
era,
collaboration of
it was
heroic
kind of like
proportions
this
returns.
is not cool because that's not how we deliver things anymore. I'm interested here though, because why are we seeing this
7
again?
legendary titles from the dream matchup between Marvel and Capcom,
Yeah.
packed with new features such as online play.
Are they putting like more
Marvel
training
vs.
modes or something?
Capcom Fighting Collection
What's going on?
Arcade Classics is now available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Steam.
I know. Does it come to Xbox as well?
The Xbox One version will be available at the end of this showcase.
There we go.
See the official site to
There we
learn
go.
more.
Okay.
The flames of the fight never
That was
die
probably,
out.
I mean, I guess that in the moment probably made sense to get it pulled up.
Capcom
beforehand.
Fighting Collection 2
And this is cool to
packed
me.
with
This is
8
cool, man.
classic titles,
Some of these
including
games, as I was saying, like, I
crossovers
haven't
and
actually-
3D fighters.
Like, I haven't played, like, you know, I played the first Star
Capcom
Gladiator on the
versus
PS1.
SNK Millennium Fight 2004.
Again, it was Rival Schools on PS1 I kind of lived with. This is Fighting Evolution. This game's kind of sucks. No, this is SNK.
Capcom versus SNK 2 Mark of the Millennium 2001.
Yeah, but I never really jumped into, like, Rival Schools too much on the Dreamcast. I never really jumped into Star Gladiator 2 on the Dreamcast, but, like, it would be kind of cool.
Project
You know, Project Justice, Rival Schools 2. There's a bunch of other games, like SNK games, like Slap, like, they need, like, preservation, you know? So just having them on, like, the current systems and you just play them on your Steam library or whatever. Dope.
Power Stone.
Power Stone, the same. Like, Power Stone's, like, such a Switch game. It's just, like, such a... Like, it feels like it lives so home. Like, playing with a bunch of people on the Switch.
Power Stone 2.
Feels like a really good place for that game to, like, continue to exist. Because of its sort of, like, Smash Bros.
Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper.
feel, you know? I mean, this is unnecessary Alpha 3 Alpha, but then the idea of just, like, having kind of, like, all these different versions of Alpha out there and available is cool.
Fighting Evolution.
Yeah, this game sucks. This game's not good. But whatever. I mean, I'm glad that it's not getting, like... It's just out there. It's not deleted, but...
Plasma Sword.
Yes, it's Star
Nightmare
Gladiator
of
2. I'm
Bill
what's wrong with this. It might just be forgetting, but
Online
what am I
play
saying?
with rollback
I mean, I'm
netcode
just talking a
available for
bunch
all
about
titles.
Capcom games. I mean, I
Over
might be...
600 pieces of artwork
I might
and
be
over
talking about
400
something
songs
that
to
you're not
explore in
at.
the museum.
familiar with way too fast,
Packed
to
with
be
new
honest.
features like training mode,
'Cause I'm kinda just
one-button
like,
specials, and saving at any time.
I'm kind of just
Fine-tune your
geeking out over
experience with
Capcom
X
at the
settings to
moment.
change secret character options, game versions, and more. For
Okay, this is
Capcom
cool to me.
versus SNK 2, Mark of the Millennium 2001.
This is cool to me.
Power Stone 2, and Project Justice. Play with newly arranged soundtracks.
Oh, why? Why?
Capcom Fighting Collection 2
Why does it have new
releases
music?
May 16th, 2025.
Why do those ones have new music?
Available
Okay, I mean,
for
cool,
pre-order
but why?
After this showcase.
Like, do you get the original music too as
As
well?
a pre-order bonus, receive rearranged versions of Soy Sauce for Geese and Rival Schools Medley by Cap Jams, available in the museum for your listening pleasure.
Okay, but
Additionally,
why?
a limited amount of physical copies will include the Capcom vs. SNK 2 original comic. See the official
Oh,
site
that must
for
be
more
like an Udon
details.
Studios comic. They've done like the Capcom comics for years.
A new
Oh, sick!
Okami project was announced late last year.
Oh, this is sick. Oh, but this is just the same footage again. Okay. Yeah, no, the word millennium was impressive. It was like, it's the millennium. Yeah, I think we're getting this. To tell us more here, sick. This is the same footage from Game Awards. I feel this is like so early in production, we're not really gonna get much. But if like Hideki comes out and says something, I mean, like I'm gonna be listening. I'm here. I'm listening. Anything Okami related, I'm here, man. Here. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah, Okami 2 is gonna be sick. I'm so excited. Okami sequel. Alright, go on. Amaterasu! Yeah, it's the exact same thing we saw at Game Awards.
Within the classic Japanese-styled world of Okami, a new adventure of Amaterasu is being drawn to life.
Okay.
We hope you look forward to future details.
Yeah, I mean, it was, yeah. I was hoping for maybe a smidgen today, but I wasn't expecting that to show up
Also
today at all.
featuring a Japanese-inspired world is Kunitsugami, Path of the
Yeah,
Goddess,
I mean,
which
we
is
were playing
available
this.
now.
We were playing this.
Band together with the villagers to protect the maiden.
I don't
from
think
the
this game's
fearsome
sold.
sea.
I mean, I can
Unique
understand.
blend
I can
of action and
understand.
strategy
I mean,
gameplay.
clearly the budget on it isn't like huge or anything as well. I still think it kind of
Demo allows you to play
underperformed
the
for
opening
kind of like
stages.
modest
We invite
expectations.
you
it
to
had.
try it out.
Nilo, hello. We're hanging out.
And now, Okami HD and Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess are available in the Okami plus Kunitsugami bundle. Where
A
you can
weird
experience
bundle,
both
just because they kind of have
Japanese-inspired
like
worlds.
same Japanese period.
Check out these other
They have
Capcom
nothing in
titles
common, but okay.
available now.
Maybe people will get it. They're both cool games.
Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is out now. Survive for 72
Dude, we're really
hours
getting
against
adverts for a
hordes
lot of
zombies, using anything and everything as a
Capcom games that
weapon.
came out over the past
Now
like
with
6 months
full
or
voice
whatever.
acting and
I mean,
better
cool for people who
graphics,
don't know about
this
them, but it's
classic
like
is reanimated
I'm
and
not
better than
getting
ever.
like new stuff
Try
here.
out the early sections of the game
Dude, the
for
pipe
free
dream,
in the
which
demo
they're not gonna
available now.
invite, they're not gonna show here, right? But the pipe dream
The
is
survival horror masterpiece,
Resident
lauded
Evil
as the
Zero
best remake in
remake
gaming.
on the
Resident
Switch, too.
Evil
It's
2
like a release
is out
thing.
now on iPhone,
That's like a pipe
iPad,
dream.
and Mac.
Slow, you bastard. You heard her.
Yeah, undersold again, bundled again. I mean, it makes
Available on
sense. It makes
iPhones
sense
with
as a thing to do.
the
because
A17
there's gonna be a bunch of
Pro
people who like,
as well as iPads
you know,
and
didn't
Macs
play
with the
Okami, who
M1
are now
chip
like,
or
oh
later.
man, let's get in Okami with like the hype and preparation for the new one eventually coming out.
Ace Attorney
Chucking Itsugami in there and give them
Investigations
someone else to
Collection is
play on, like a modern game to also
From the
play on as
court
well, and
battling
whatever.
Ace
I mean,
Attorney
it
series.
makes sense.
Play as genius prosecutor Miles Edgeworth in the full HD remaster of the 2 Ace Attorney Investigation
Dude, playing some like
games.
Ace Attorney or
Try the first episode of each game for free in the demo.
Professor
available
Layton
now.
or something, that could be fun. That could be fun.
The latest entry in Capcom's
Val, we're
Samurai
really
Epic.
due Devil May Cry. We're due a new Devil May Cry because DMC5 was a while ago. And DMC5 sold like crazy. Like, that's a game that really performed. Which I'm so happy about. But here we go. Here's some new Onimusha stuff. Hopefully it's not just the same footage from Game Awards. and we get a little bit more gameplay. But so far, I think this is what they showed at Game Awards. I was hoping for a bit more, or the developers come out or something, you know. Yeah, this is what we saw at Game Awards, man. Because I rewatched this, you know, a couple of times after the show. Like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Feels like
Yes. All right. Cool.
I'm getting less human by the minute.
Oh no, we're not getting more. Okay. Right. Whatever. I said DMCA, dude. Am I just being slurring my words?
Hello, everybody. My name is Karawaki, and
Okay,
I'm
we're getting a little bit more
Onimusha,
here.
Way of the Sword. Thank you for tuning in. This title is the newest entry in
Dude, if that was
Capcom's
all they
sword
showed, that
fighting
would just
action
been like
game
so
series,
misleading because we
Onimusha.
were like showing up for Onimusha.
To add some detail to what we showed in the video, in this game, we are taking Onimusha's signature sword fighting action and
Okay.
dark fantasy elements, and using Capcom's latest technology to make this new game as captivating
Oh,
as
so you're
possible.
just making a new
We're
Onimusha.
focusing
Okay.
on 3 core aspects.
All right.
Compelling
what we got?
characters.
Compelling
including
characters.
A new
All right.
protagonist and enemies that are interesting more than just visually.
Enemies that are interesting. Okay.
The setting of Kyoto, a location
I like an
brimming with
interesting
historic
enemy.
spots with mysterious and unsettling backstories.
All right.
And lastly, the ultimate sword fighting action. These are the
Ultimate.
3 core aspects we're working to emphasize in our game.
Ultimate sword fighting action.
Now, I would like to introduce the director of this title, Nihei. Hello.
I am
the director
rusty
of Onimusha, Way of the
on
Sword,
my current
Nihei.
Capcom staff.
Thank you for your time.
What have you done, Nihei? Where are you coming from?
We decided to set this game in the Edo period of historic Japan. You'll explore historic locations around Kyoto, such as Kiyomizu-dera Temple, in a heroic tale of a soul samurai
I mean, that dude
fighting
looks
against
cool.
hordes of twisted creatures known as Gemma. The protagonist, due to a twist of fate, finds himself wielding an Oni gauntlet. Now in Onimusha, he sets about mowing down the monstrosities roaming the world of the living and feeding their souls to the gauntlet. Through gritty, bloody-soaked brawls, he searches for his reason to fight. What fate awaits at the end of his path? Adding our own touches to real-life historical figures, you will meet a cast of unique characters. And in addition to sword battles, drama will unfold in a beautifully eerie depiction of Kyoto.
That's kind of cool. If they're putting a lot more work into
To
the
talk
story,
about
that
the
could be kind of
action
cool.
of the
Now.
game. With sword-to-sword
I mean,
combat,
this is for
we
me the
put
meat of any
particular
game.
emphasis on the satisfaction of slicing through enemies. As you saw in the footage released, there's also plenty of soul-sucking action with the Oni Gauntlet.
Core stories, Onimusha.
By absorbing souls, you can restore your health as well as use special moves. Deciding how to absorb the souls of your enemy in the heat of an intense battle will be the key to victory. We're not trying to make an impossibly difficult game. Instead, we want to make a game.
There's a
where
lot of
fans
people
action can
saying this.
experience thrilling
There's a
sword
lot of
fights
people saying
and
this
take
because people
satisfaction
see an
in
action
slaying
game
their enemies.
and they think it's gonna be a Souls-like, and
sincerely
they
hope
think
you look
it's gonna
forward
be
to what we are
they think it's gonna be like Black Myth or something like that. There's
footage we
loads
showed
of these
earlier was from a
third-person
short version
like
of the
action
trailer.
games at the moment who are
full
like,
version
oh
is
dude,
available
it's
right
not
now
like
on
Dark
the game's official
Souls.
website.
They're
So
like,
we
you
hope
know,
you
they're
give it a
kind of like
watch.
retaking that
For some regions, game
you know, like combo driven,
with
you know, action
dismemberment
games that are a
disabled.
bit more fast paced and not that like slow, hard,
But
deliberate.
please note that
like,
dismemberment
attacks,
and
like those
blood
little ones.
will be fully featured in the game.
Which is cool for both them to those things to like coexist.
Onimusha,
I think it's
Way
like
of the
great.
Sword will be on PlayStation 5,
And it's got dismemberment
Xbox
in it too
Series
as well.
X, S, and Steam in its release plan for 2026. We're currently hard at work on development, and we'll share more information in the
Capcom
future.
make release dates, you know, so like that's like.
For the last
you'll
piece
come
of
out
information from me, we have prepared one more video for you all.
then. Thank you. Something new. Something new.
Please take a look.
I will. I'm here. I'm looking.
Thank you so much for supporting Onimusha.
I'm here to support Onimusha. I'm there. I'm there for you, dude. Okay. Yeah, I know, because I mean, I know you like that stuff. You like Metal Gear Rising, don't you? I still like. That Phantom Blade Zero game looks so like Metal Gear Rising, though. And crazy bosses. Oh.
My name is Golden Dantis, the
Okay.
greatest swordsman of all demons.
Oh, nice.
The Capcom
Dude, I love
digital
this.
sale
I love
is
this
on
thing
now.
of like, bro.
Check out games
Like,
related to the titles
here's a
introduced
freaking
in this
remaster of the
showcase.
other games and you can play them, whatever. I think that's so
Also,
sick, man.
don't
I think
forget to
that's so
check
sick.
these
I
hit
love
titles from last year.
it. I love it, man.
With Monster Hunter Wilds nearing release,
It's a good game, it's a
Monster
good
Hunter
game, man.
games
You
are
know,
on
like, I
sale
don't care about
now.
the freaking graphics or whatever generation it came
Many
out.
popular Capcom
game's
titles
a good
are
game,
also
man.
now on sale. Don't miss this chance.
Dude, where's the new Mega Man Network? Because I think that
wraps up
collection
our
sold like
Capcom
crazy. man.
Spotlight. Thank you for watching. Up next is the Monster Hunter Wilds
Okay,
Showcase.
alright, so that was
Stay
honestly
tuned for
that
the latest info
what we just
on
watched
this
that was kind of
upcoming
like
title.
a big nothing burger.
Please enjoy.
I mean,
And
I
until
enjoyed
next
it,
time.
whatever, but like, I mean, you never got anything crazy at these Capcom spotlights. They're all just sort of whatever. More waiting, I know, man. We got 2 minutes of waiting. Holy moly. Dude, let me get a, let me get a drink. Let me get a drink. Glug, glug, glug. For some reason, just remember it was disabled for the gameplay show. For some regions. Okay, yeah, for some regions. Yeah, some of our different regions are not vibing with it. Yeah, we're still waiting, Val, you know? We have to wait a few more minutes for the next pre-recorded video to come. That's how it works, man. Don't you get it? Don't you get it yet? Don't you freaking get it? That's what we're doing here. It's a daisy. Oh no. Oh my days. Stars and stripes. We did start, but we stopped again. That's just what's going on here, you know? We started, but then we stopped again, you know? You can't wait, Beagle, you can't wait. It's out of control. You can't wait. Alright, we're taking exactly. Ferret gets it, man. Ferret gets what we're doing here. Ferret understands. Crude humor. With T for teen. For crude humor. They've really like the thing is with this is they've like gone so hardcore with the like, because it was like Game Awards like not this year, last year, and then like Summer Game Fest was a huge thing, and then like on the PlayStation Showcase one while this they really like advertised this game a lot.
It's finally time for the game's worldwide release this month on February 28th. With that, please take a look at our new trailer. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, there's quite a few actually. Well, right now there's actually quite a few. It's not just him, it's like Kato Prime as well.
No clue.
And Fire Skull. There's actually quite a few of them. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Whoops. There's a lot of them over there. Care about those subtitles thing.
That way. Straight on to
Yeah, like I know that like you can play these games on their own, but I just don't think it's for me. I just don't think it's designed to be played that way, and I just think it's a bit kind of like it's like in the same way I don't want to play like a side-scrolling beat 'em up on my own. Although I'm probably gonna be doing that soon, but I just feel like this game hits when you got like you're with your boys and like you're all in different roles and you got different weapons and stuff. I think it just like I think it just does something, you know? It does some magic in the brain, in my opinion.
Why did it attack us? There must
You could be a monster on Tatsunoko
were
vs.
different,
Capcom, right? I think.
wouldn't
If I
have
remember
this
right.
unique perspective.
That game was cool.
Like
Bring
you
that
do.
game back. It's probably a nightmare with rights and stuff. But what about Marvel? Dude, some of these monsters are so cool.
I remember this. I can't.
Okay, Beagle. Okay, Beagle.
Keeper's Village should be right through
We'll
there.
be here. We'll be here.
Is that monster absorbing its energy?
Wilds.
Look alive, men! Report!
Maybe this like story mode like really kind of could act as like a cool tutorial to get people into it.
In a new frosty region known as the Ice Shard Cliffs, you can find a new monster, Hirabami, as well as the familiar monsters from past titles, Nerscylla and Gor Magala.
So cool.
We've introduced many other monsters in previous trailers, but we still have more surprises to come. So look forward to it.
Well, maybe just stop showing them
We
at this
have
point.
one
You know, the
more
game's not super
announcement for
soon.
everyone. The dates were already announced previously, but as you can see, we're holding a second open beta test. We have some new features to share.
Wait.
So
Wait.
without further ado, let's take a look.
It has crossplay. Oh, sick! Oh, sick! Dude, I was sure it didn't have
In the second
crossplay.
open beta test, you will be able to challenge the new flagship monster.
And that's what got me really
Arcveld.
upset.
You will also have access to the training area in the base camp.
Oh my god. It's crossplay. It's PS5, Xbox Series, and PS8. It's
Some
fully
online
crossplay.
features will be available as well, including
Oh
private
boy,
lobbies
dude, I don't
and
have the money to
online
buy this
single-player
game.
mode. Private lobbies won't appear in searches, making them perfect
Yeah,
for
Val,
small
it's just a
groups of
few
friends.
recent, like, Capcom games haven't had crossplay.
Online single player is a
Like,
mode
for
those
example,
who want to play
the
without
Marvel
joining a
collection doesn't have it, which is, like, a huge bummer.
won't be
So,
able to
like,
see other
I
players
know
in
that,
base
like,
camp,
everything
but by
has
using an
crossplay, but, like,
SOS player,
sometimes
you
stuff
can temporarily
doesn't.
switch
Like, it's
to
way better
multiplayer.
than it used to be.
Just
Yeah,
like
no,
the
fair,
past
it
open
happens
beta
every
test,
so often. It's
character
kind of really
creation,
freaking
a story
annoying.
trial, and the Doshagen
Um,
hunt are included. But this time, there
It's
are
really,
additional
it's kind of really
Gypseros
lame.
and Arcveld hunts.
But it does kind of happen with a few things. The
Cross-platform
reason
multiplayer is
I didn't
also
think it was
available.
happening with this is just because, like,
You can
the-
even transfer your character data from the past beta test save.
and now I know it's like, you know, it's getting on a little bit, but the
Your character data will transfer to the
the-
full game, but please be
the
aware that your
frickin'-
game progression will not.
you know, like Wilds didn't have it, and like that new like
Players who take on the open beta test.
The last couple of
will
like
get a
Capcom
pendant as a
fighting
bonus
collections
to
didn't have it as
decorate
well. And
their
I know they have
weapon
smaller
or
titles
secret,
and whatever, but
and
they
an
didn't have it.
item
And that's
pack
kind of
in
like
the full game.
I don't know. This wasn't initially announced.
These are the dates for the second open beta test. Check the official website for more information.
Okay, dude, that's so sick. That's so sick, dude. I didn't know. I didn't know. That's what had me like on the fence
In
with
addition to
this.
Gypsyros, introduced in January, a quest for Arkveld, the monster that appears on the key art of the game.
Yeah,
will
increasingly
also be
rare,
available.
increasingly rare, which is great. Which is great because
The
like
content will be the same for both dates listed, so you can participate during whichever time is convenient for you. The
Dude, that's
Arkveld
bug
hunt
rock.
in the open beta test will be a special advanced quest. This is a rather dangerous quest, so we encourage hunters who are confident in their skills to take it on. Your feedback is important to us, and we on the development team take it into consideration. We are working hard to improve various game elements and make balance adjustments for the final release. Please be aware that these adjustments won't be reflected in the second open beta test, but they will be in the full game.
at this point it's
Check the
technical. It's
official
not technical.
website
Yeah,
and
exactly.
social
It's
media
politics and money. Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
details on improvements
Yeah.
for the final release.
And I think more so, it's like it was a lot of stuff. It's kind of just like money,
Monster
less than
Hunter
kind of the
Wilds
politics.
also
Because I mean,
offers
at this
various
point, like
cosmetic elements to add more
Microsoft's just
flair
a
to your
fucking game
hunts.
publisher, and everybody's getting in bed
Layered
with
armor
Nintendo
for your
on
hunter
some
and
level,
Palico
you know.
will be
So
registered whenever you
it's all
craft
changed now,
high-rank
isn't it? You
equipment,
know,
allowing you to
because they just kind of
customize
want
your
their
appearance
products on like
without changing your
more
armor's
storefronts, but
stats.
kind of retain a little bit of exclusivity. So you buy their box, you know, and you get into like kind of their ecosystem and their store
As you
or whatever.
progress through the story,
Yeah,
you'll also
I
be
think,
able
I
to
think
change
more
your
so now
secret's
it's
colors
kind
and
of just,
decorations.
it's kind of just like money, or deals or whatever. But no, this is sick. I mean, of course it had to be crossplay. I just got in my head it wasn't.
You can even
I got in my head
customize
it
your
wasn't.
pop-up camps.
That kind of
such as
changes
your
things
tent's
up, man.
appearance.
Because I thought I was just going to be trapped on PS5, but like
Camping chairs.
I can
and
probably
other
find a few
features.
dudes who are going to play this on PC or whatever, and it's like, oh, dude, we can like
And
party up
even
or
the background music
whatever
for
the
the
hell.
area.
Yeah, that's cool.
In past games, hunters used.
Oh
what
yeah,
was
yeah, no,
called
dude, I know
a guild
corporate
card
politics.
to
Yeah, yeah, I know you're
introduce
talking about
themselves
Ferret.
to
Yeah,
others.
yeah, I know you're talking about
But in
Ferret.
this game, we've introduced the Hunter
Yeah, yeah,
Profile,
yeah, I know you're on about.
which has more features than ever. Customize it to your liking and really show off your personality.
Okay, dude, that's a game changer. But then it's just like,
In photo mode, you can change the camera.
I gotta
view
think really
and
seriously
depth of
whether I'm
field.
gonna be like pre-ordering this game this month or something. Though I gotta think really, really freaking seriously
And
about
in
that.
online single-player mode, you can even pause the game to take a photo. Keep an eye out for that perfect shot.
These games cost a hell of a lot of money, you know. Oh, Master Chief
Pre-ordering
Collection
the game will
is
give you the
going to.
hunter-layered
I know it's not
armor,
announced
guild
yet, Val,
light set, and
but
the
like they
talisman
announced
with
frickin'
charm
Forza
exclusive
the other
bonuses.
day.
Players with saved data from Monster Hunter, World, and Iceborne will receive Palico equipment and a nameplate for
It's
their
like
hunter
going
profile.
like Master Chief Collection will be on frickin' it'll be on
For those who
PS4,
register and
PS5,
link
sorry,
their
before the end of
Capcom
the summer.
ID, there will be
For
item
sure.
packs available.
For sure, man. A photo mode for
There will
everyone
also
to
be
take
familiar
photos.
gestures from the series and character and Palico
Familiar
edit vouchers
gestures are
that
back.
will allow you to edit your characters even after creation. These will be available for free from each
Dude, some of the
platform
emotes
store
are actually
after
pretty freaking cute
release.
on this.
For those who want even more style, the deluxe edition will include the full game with
Dude, I
extra
hate all these
fashionable
deluxe
content.
editions and stuff, man. Just take getting money from us, man.
Furthermore, the premium
I mean, I
deluxe
never
edition
drop money
will
on
also
these
include
things,
2
but-
additional cosmetic DLC packs as post-launch updates.
Joke, got a little bit sleepy.
Those who purchase these items can download the contents from the day of release.
It's so funny, all the clout that comes from like skins and premium whatevers, and it's freaking funny, man. It's funny. The familiar gestures, exactly, man. Exactly, the familiar gestures.
Players that purchase the Premium Deluxe Edition will also receive the background music, Proof of a Hero 2025 recording, layered armor, and items for their hunter profile as premium bonuses. For those who ordered the Standard Edition, you can still purchase the Deluxe Pack and Cosmetic DLC Pack separately after the game's release.
Okay.
The Cosmetic DLC Packs are planned to go on sale in the spring or summer of 2025. Please look forward to the details in later updates. Monster Hunter Wilds, available worldwide from Friday, February 28th, 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and Steam.
I'm gonna investigate.
Starting the week following release,
'cause I am
limited time
interested.
event quests will be introduced.
I am interested, right? But
through these quests, you can earn armor with special looks as rewards.
Dude, that's goofy.
Updates are planned following the initial release. Please look forward to more details regarding these additional contents.
Thank you for watching.
I'm trying not to spend money on video games at the moment.
The release is almost here. Until then, we invite everyone to play the second open beta test. On that note, happy hunting.
I mean, the beta. If I can get in on the beta, I mean, freaking cool. Like, if I can get in on that, I mean, that's cool as an idea. Hey, there we go. Hey. Yeah, that's kind of cool as an idea. I can get in on the beta. I mean, give it a go and all that sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, cool. Again, you know, honestly, in terms of like that show, kind of like exactly what I expected. A bit of a nothing burger, you know. Like, being real, didn't really get anything out of that. But it's kind of what I expected, because if Capcom are kind of going to do, if they're going to do something crazy, and they're going to do like big announcements, they're going to save it for these shows that get like really large viewerships. Because like something like that, there's not a lot of people tuning into that. So, but it's just kind of something for them to do. It's kind of just like a show for them to do. You know, for me, it's kind of entertaining enough, just because I'm sort of particularly interested in video games or whatever. But I mean, all in all, anything particularly wild there. I still don't know how that managed to happen. How I've managed to go through the last sort of like 9 months of promotion of this game, and it's kind of slipped through me. And there's some reason I got really convinced that this game was not cross-platform, and everything was kind of trapped in its own little ecosystem. The news of that is kind of a little bit of a game changer for me, because I might be able to potentially play this with a few people who are like, they're on like the Steam side of things, and I'm hanging out on the PS5, but it doesn't matter. So that's kind of like a little thing that I kind of learned there. But yeah, fun enough show. Cool excuse to just kind of chuck on the fursuit and have a conversation with the people, which I always enjoy. I do always enjoy this kind of excuse to do that. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I kind of want to see if I can squeeze in a bit of a marathon of Doom, and see if we can just like go through the second half of that game tomorrow. That's kind of my idea. And also get some of my stuff together so we can do some drawings and stuff like that. Just do an art stream, whether we do that tomorrow or whether we do that on Thursday. I'm not sure. But I want to do some drawing. Yeah, that was it, Val. Like a complete kind of a bit of a, as I'm saying, a bit of a nothing burger. A bit of a you know. But yeah, man. So, yeah, as I said, tomorrow, I mean, I'll see how I feel, you know? But tomorrow kind of... Yeah, complete nothing burger, dude. Tomorrow, play some frickin' Doom. Probably do a long one, see if we can just churn out the second half of that game. And then I'm looking towards doing some art streams, or maybe like build some Lego, or I don't know. But do kind of something else, some more IRL stuff, whether we do that tomorrow, as well as Doom, if there's time, or see how the day goes, or maybe we do some of that stuff on Thursday. I'm not totally sure, but I'm kind of in the mood to kind of mess around in that sort of way, do some like IRL stuff, whether we're, as I'm saying, whether we're doing art, whether we're doing Lego, whether we're doing cooking, I don't know, but I'm kind of feeling that. But I'm gonna dip off. I kind of get sleepy. I think especially when I'm in this and like kind of how dark it is and the like sort of lack of vision or whatever. I get kind of sleepy in this, especially when the show's like honestly just kind of been nothing like it was there. But as I said, it's kind of what I expected. But yeah, I don't know. Peace out, everybody. Have a good day, night, whatever sort of part of the day it is for you right now. I'll be back tomorrow, as I said, with Doom. And whether it's tomorrow or over the next few days, we're going to get in some IRL stuff, whether that's art, whether that's whatever. I'm kind of interested in doing that because I like doing this stuff. I think this is kind of cool. But thanks for hanging out again, guys. Lots of love from me. I'll catch some of you guys tomorrow if you're around, or later in the week or whatever. But yeah, peace out, everybody. Take care. Bye. Let me bring up the frickin' screen. The end screen. The stream over button. There we go, man. There it is. The head is coming off. Decapitation. Okay, guys, peace out. Lots of love. You know where you can find me. You know where I am. I got all those links in the description and all that jazz. Ugh. Sleepy dog. Alright. Peace out, everybody. Bye.